So lesson number 2, about motherhood at least. Cool down before you lose your cool. And my clients have heard this story because I wrote them a letter about this. But I really loved it when my children could not talk and didn't have opinions and points of view. Because I was the queen and the total boss. But these little munchkins, they grow up and they defy you. And this leaves you speechless. Because now you got to teach them a lesson. And you don't know if that lesson should involve yelling, or guilting them, or lying in the sand type theatrics. So let me share the story with you about Dean. And I don't have his permission to tell you this, but I'm going to tell it anyway. He was 7 and just learning how to play the piano. He asked me if he could take lessons. Like he came up, I didn't make him take lessons. He came up to me, I want to take piano. And I said, okay. Quickly signed him up for lessons. And the first few months, it's fun. Like the first 3 months, it's like cool. You're only using one hand, and it was joyous, and he just was happy. But then the blow up came on the 4th month, and he hadn't practiced all week. And the lesson was the following day, and I said, "Dean, you gotta go practice." And but I made him because that's what a good mother does, right? And so he sat at the piano, and he didn't even know where to put his hands. He I guess a certain way, and he couldn't do it. And he was flubbing, and every time he tried, he kept on messing up. And this is what he said to me. And it wasn't quiet talking, it was screaming. I hate piano! I'm not gonna play another note! Why did you sign me up for lessons? I hate piano! And it was screaming, and he was crying, and he had tears, and then he locked himself in the bathroom. And he's hysterical on the other side. And I spoke through the bathroom door, and I'm totally loving. And I say, Dean, it's okay, it's Mom. Come on out. And I'm like, if you like the love meter, I'm like way up here. I'm like high with love. And he's screaming back at me. And I can feel my kindness tank going lower. And I feel hotter, I'm getting hot. And I'm on the verge of shouting back at him. And these are the different, like, imagine A, B, C, D, all these are things I was on the verge of yelling back at him. If you quit piano, then I'm signing you up for Korean lessons. Is that what you want? That was choice A. Okay. Choice B was, I'm glad you're quitting. This will save me a ton of money. Okay, so that was B. C, great. Kyle says he wants to learn how to play the piano, and we will substitute him with you. Okay. Well, I didn't speak any of these words. The Holy Spirit intervened. Thank God. Okay. This was a key moment. It was quite possible that what I decided to do here in the heat of the moment would determine whether my son grows up to become a jerk. The Holy Spirit reminded me why I started this whole parenting venture anyway. No raising jerks. So instead, the Holy Spirit guided me to the couch and let me grab a magazine. So I plopped myself there, reading a magazine. I really wasn't reading, I was just sort of flipping through, and a lot of thoughts streamed through my head. So what the heck am I supposed to do? Do I let my son become a quitter? Do I withhold dinner from him unless he plays perfectly? Do I let him switch to another instrument? And the more I thought and the more different options came through, the more I could feel my kindness tank rise. So I knocked on the bathroom door. Hey, Dean, it's Mommy. Come out. You don't have to play piano today. Let's have some ice cream. And he unlocked the door, and his body was totally limp. I told him how hard it is to learn new things. And I told him right now I'm learning Tai Chi. And when I don't practice, I'm not very good. And I made a promise to him that every time he practiced piano, I would practice Tai Chi next to him. So the very next day he went to piano lessons, and he did just fine. And he's getting better at piano, and I'm getting better at Tai Chi. So what did the Holy Spirit teach me? The best decisions are made when your head is cool, and sometimes it takes a bowl of ice cream to cool you down. My second calling